Okay, so let's say that we have a vector like this. We'll call this the vector A. And we have a vector like this, and we'll call this the vector B. And let's say that what we want to do is, for part A, we just want A plus B. And for part B, we want to go 2 times A minus B. Okay? So for part A, remember that what you want to do is use one of these vectors, and the order doesn't matter, to go from a starting point to sort of an intermediate point. And then the second vector is going to go from that intermediate point to, the final point. So start out by just putting these two things in place as two legs of a journey. So pause the video and do that. So we're doing A plus B. Okay, well, I'm going to use A as the first leg of the journey. We'll think of this as the starting point. And it takes us to this intermediate point. And then I'm going to take B whoops. And I'm going to do that. And so now this is the ending point. We've taken this trip that goes from the start to the end. Okay, then the last step is just drawing the shortcut from the start to the end. So that is the real answer. The answer to this question is this red vector that goes from the starting point to the ending point. So this red vector is the answer A plus B. Okay, so now what about part B? Well, this again is just vector addition. It's just that the vectors we're adding are 2A is one of the vectors, and then negative B is the other vector. So let's start by coming up with 2A. Pause the video and see if you can come up with that vector 2A. Okay. So the vector 2A is so there's 2 times the length of A. Since it's a positive 2, it's still in the same direction. And so there's our 2A. And now we want negative B. So pause the video and see if you can come up with that vector negative B. Okay, so there's B, which means that negative B is just switches the head and the tail. And now we're just adding these two vectors. So see if you can come up with the sum of those two vectors. Pause the video and do that. Okay, so there is the vector 2a. And then we are adding to that this vector negative b. And then the answer, so this time I guess I'll do it in green. The starting point is up here, the ending point is down there, and so the answer is the shortcut of the path going from the starting point to the ending point. So this is 2a minus b.